Wait, shall I record as well?
I don't care really, just whatever.
Good.
So we're in a park here. I've just seen a few squirrels knocking around. This is the Premier League weekend preview. What? You not get that yet? Is that not obvious? So yeah, we just thought we'd gone for a bit of a nice setting for it, you know.
You want to sit on this?
I hope you're talking to the fucking chair.
You can't put that in the weekend preview.
I don't give a fuck me, mate. Oh shit, I just realised it's really muddy.
Yeah, right.
Fuck me. We gotta get a key to get in. I tell them I know Alan Shearer and that.
I mean, that was proven today that you know Alan Shearer.
Alan Shearer just tweeted us saying good luck on the show. Just another day.
I'm just getting the laptop.
You know, for everyone else that would be a big deal, but now for me, got my own show and that. It's Thursday. There we go.
So like I say, welcome to the weekend preview, sponsored by Coral.
Yeah, the links are in the description below. If you want to bet, do it with our link, not with some other crap YouTuber, you know.
Do you want to start already? We can start if you want. Okay.
I mean, we're started.
Okay. Let's talk about the game, which is we've already sort of previewed the season. If you haven't already seen that, go over to the main channel.
Probably came from there though.
Yeah, but if you didn't, then go over to the main channel and see that. It's quite a good one. But the kick off is 2:30 this weekend with us live on Geordie's channel, also on Coral, and there'll be a link in the description of that and this video as well, and this podcast.
2:30 True Geordie YouTube channel, just Saturday.
Yeah.
Just go
and bet with us if you haven't already betted and you're not already a betting customer.
I said the links in the description below. So you sign up there, you sign up to Coral, you get the app open, enter your username, password, you're there. I've done it myself.
The weekend kicks off with a Friday night game between Arsenal and Leicester at the Emirates. It's a 7:45 kickoff. Arsenal are obviously the favourites in this one, Brian, because they have been for years in years gone by.
Thing is, though, with Arsenal, one thing you will say is if they're susceptible to playing any kind of team, it's a counter-attacking side.
Yep.
They got done up a couple of times in the past by Leicester, although I think the season Leicester won the league, they were the only team to beat them twice.
Yeah.
So that sort of pisses all over that expertise, but I do still stand by what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I would expect Arsenal to win.
Yep.
We're going to make the short and sweet. I'm going to say 2-1, Arsenal win.
Leicester are on a 21 game no win streak against Arsenal.
So is this in the stats, is it?
Yeah.
It's easy to be just forget about him. It's easy to be a football genius when you know you've got the sheets in front of you. Unlike a lot of these experts.
You don't like to be informed. Don't like to be informed.
It's all about
one thing I hate about football is being informed.
No, you see, the thing is, man, all these football pundits and that, you can't trust someone who reads football from a sheet. You've got to read football with your eyes from the pitch.
Right.
So anyway, back to you.
Good one. I was just going to say Arsenal. I think it's an Arsenal.
I did say an Arsenal win, to be fair.
I think it's a draw. I actually think this is going to be one of the 7
What did you think of Arsenal in the Charity Shield, though?
I thought Arsenal were good. They were intense. I thought they definitely outclassed Chelsea, but I think Chelsea were not what they wanted to be. So
Chelsea were not what they wanted to be.
They weren't.
I mean, he's got a sheet in front of him, and that's the best he can say. So laugh at me.
They weren't their finished product. Let's put it that way. And
yeah,
so Arsenal
might have something to do with the fact that they've lost Nemanja.
Nemanja's a massive loss for them, and we'll talk about that more in a little while. But I'm going to say draw. I think it's going to be like a 1-1 draw between.
Have we got odds for that, or do we do that? Or?
We don't need the odds. You just go live over to the website. You can check those as well.
Coral will have them for you. So ideal.
Don't forget to bet responsibly when you
all
bet with
right.
Coral. Yeah.
We've already put the caveat on it.
Yeah. Vloggers. Tripod.
I mean, apparently this is what they're all using these days.
Yeah, okay. Good.
So I'm just going to point this at me, to be honest.
Why?
That's the thing, isn't it? It's
the important
the
bit.
money maker.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Well.
All right.
If Brian's going to point his camera at him, then I'm going to point his camera at me. Right. The second game of the weekend is Watford-Liverpool. That's the 12:30 kickoff between those two at Vicarage Road on the Saturday.
Yeah.
Now, we're not going to be live by this point, but we will be watching it together.
Yeah.
Tell me, Bri, what you think of Liverpool and Watford. Who you think's going to get the win?
Watford
there?
have just made a big signing. They've signed Burnley's main man, haven't they, for like 18.5 million.
That's true, yeah.
That really pisses me off.
And they've also got a new manager in Marco
Watford,
Silva.
Watford are signing players like that, and we're still bloody scraping the bar. Anyway,
Watford have also obviously got the new manager in Marco Silva, a bit of a tactical genius.
well, what is good for Watford is not only have they made a signing that is good for them, but it really hurts their biggest rivals, really, down the bottom there. So, because they've both just been like sort of there or thereabouts at relegation. So that's a good sign.
Liverpool finished strong last season in their last 3 away games. They didn't concede a goal. Do you think they're going to continue that form over into this season?
I can't really see myself on
Because
the
you,
camera.
yeah.
All right, thank you for that. I think Liverpool with Salah.
This is a podcast, by the way.
I don't really give a
We're
shit.
just phoning it in, literally.
No, we're literally. I mean, I did this to 300,000 subscribers. I can do it now. It was good enough then. All the old fuckers, that most of them fill up the second channel, they'll know it's good enough now. So Liverpool. One thing I really like about Liverpool is how much pace they've got going forward, and I think that that's just going to be too much for Watford. Is it at Anfield?
It is. It's at Vicarage Road.
Liverpool are a decent away side though, aren't they, from what I remember last season, because as a home team you're kind of forced to come on, and that's when a team with pace will hit you. So I'm going to say 3-1 Liverpool.
3-1 Liverpool. That would actually go down to the goals record as well. Liverpool has scored 17 goals in the last 8 games. That's almost, I think that's over 2 goals a game for Liverpool. So you'd be right to think that. Who do you think is going to get those goals? I think, I think Liverpool will line up with Firmino, Mane, Salah up front. I don't know if Coutinho will be in midfield. Maybe back injury.
Mane usually
injury.
Mane usually starts the season really well.
Okay.
So I'm going to say Mane gets 2 of those goals.
Wow. Okay, great. I'm down for that. So I'm also going to go Liverpool win. Liverpool have won, and Watford finished last season with a load of losses. A new manager bump might be different.
What's the score?
I'm also going to go 3-1 Liverpool.
3-1?
Yeah. 3-1. So that's the 12:30. Now, here comes the first game of the weekend that you can watch live with the show. So when the show's on, this game will also be on.
Right, okay.
It's Chelsea, Burnley, the current champions of the Premier League.
We're gonna
We literally cannot say that.
just leave it out, man.
We're gonna be covering.
That was a joke.
Yeah.
That was a joke.
We're going to be covering this game live, right? So we're going to be covering this game live.
We're going to be covering it.
Yeah.
In all its glory.
We're going to be talking about Chelsea, how they can play. You can see us live with Statman Dave and another special guest come this weekend. Chelsea are unbeaten in their previous 6 Premier League meetings with Burnley.
The special guest may or may not rhyme with E.T.
Or have the same initials as British Telecom.
Yeah.
No way.
No, that's different.
Yeah.
But anyway, you get the idea. Basically, I'm stealing Robbie's main money maker.
Yeah. Also, it's one of your favourite subjects at school.
Anyway, I don't even. Anyway, can we?
Yeah.
What game are we on now?
We've
Chelsea,
really
Burnley.
not built the
Right. So
yet.
Burnley.
Burnley are,
in my
away to
opinion,
Chelsea,
are
the champions.
fucked this season.
Brilliant.
Right. They're fucked. I like Sean Dyche, but they're fucked. And Chelsea, although they didn't win the other day in the Charity Shield, the Community Shield, whatever the hell it's called these days, still looked decent at times. So I think Chelsea are going to win this one.
Antonio Conte won 30 of his 38 Premier League games last season in charge of Chelsea. That's 79%.
Yeah.
The best win ratio of any manager in the competition's history. Things have changed a little bit for him, though. He now doesn't seem as happy, does he?
Conte is a miserable little fucker, isn't he?
Now he is.
Yeah, but he was like that towards the end of last season when the pressure started getting cranked on him.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say, but I still think they're going to win this game.
Good of you.
How do you reckon Morata's going to do this season? Because he's a good player, but I wonder how he's going to fit into the Premier League. Because sometimes players like him, he could end up like a Van Nistelrooy, or
he could end up like a
Shevchenko.
Yeah, or who is that guy that you
who
signed?
also plays for Chelsea. Huh?
Is it Lopez that you guys signed?
Oh God, we've signed loads of flops. I'm going to say 2-0 to Chelsea.
Okay. If Chelsea win this game, it'll be their 300th Premier League win.
Will it?
Yeah.
I think that's a lot.
On a single weekday.
Mm-hmm.
These stats are ridiculous. I'm also going to say Chelsea win. What score?
2-0.
2-0. 2-0 to me as well. Next up is a pretty exciting one.
Looking at nature.
Yeah, all right. Next up is a pretty exciting... Remember, it's an audio podcast as well. People are going to just...
Are they listening to this as well, are they?
Nature.
Sorry, I'm just looking at it like there's loads of squirrels around and stuff. I'm not used to this.
What you have to understand...
Normally I've just got a sheet behind us when I'm...
What you have to understand is Brian's also recording this. Okay. So, this is a Premier League... a brand new game in the Premier League because Huddersfield are a brand new team in the Premier League. It's Crystal Palace, Huddersfield.
Palace.
Crystal Palace.
Palace.
Crystal Palace, Huddersfield.
Oh.
And the Terriers' last top flight win was in November 1971.
I like the Huddersfield manager. To be honest, I think if he had better players, I'd have belief that he could be a Premier League manager.
Wagner.
I'm just not convinced that the players are going to be good enough. You know.
Wow.
And Palace have got some really good players. Like
Huddersfield
Wilf Zaha is an absolute savage when he gets going. Like.
Benteke.
Yeah.
Sarko.
Nah.
Sarko. However, Huddersfield have failed to score in the last 569 minutes of football they've played.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to say Crystal Palace win this one, but I think Huddersfield will score because Palace's defence can be shocking at times. 2-1 to Crystal Palace.
Do you know who had the most attempted dribbles last season in the Premier League?
Wilfried Zaha?
Correct, yeah. Do you want another quiz one? No, you're all right. We look good.
Yeah.
Oh, you like when it does the lens
No, I
flare,
don't.
okay.
It really pisses us off, but I don't know how to stop it. I'm not tech savvy like some people who went to uni. Oh, I studied.
I tried to better myself.
Try to better myself.
Frank de Boer, this is an interesting one, will be the 7th different manager in 9 seasons in the dugout for Crystal Palace. That's pretty incredible.
That's because that guy, what's that lad who looks like a car dealer? Who owns them?
Oh,
Parish.
Steve Parish.
Yeah, he likes a good switch around.
Yeah. Steve Cocker.
And a if rumours are to be believed.
You can't say that.
But this isn't sponsored content. We're doing this for our own fun.
It's to promote that. You can't really say...
I've just said it.
You can't say that an owner of a Premier League club...
Like, so, to be fair, I've met him before, I think. I've been around him. He seemed alright. He seemed like a good geezer.
Stop.
I don't think he'd have a problem with someone saying he like...
What?
I don't know for sure.
I don't think we can...
Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's upload it and see if we get any complaints.
I don't think that's how it works. Steve Coppell, Alan Smith, Ian Dowie, Ian Holloway, Keith Millen.
Did you say Pardew on the Sky Sports Day with his little red top on? So loads of YouTubers have been doing this Sky Sports thing where Sky Sports basically pay people to come and pretend like they're having a great time or whatever. And then there's Alan Pardew getting stuck into it. And I'm like, God, he's just clawing on to anything, isn't he? Just give us a job, please.
Who are you going to say is going to win this game? By the way, Crystal Palace have won their last 5 opening.
I've said 2-1 Palace. Can we? Oh wait, what's your prediction? Come on, let's move on.
They've won only 1. I don't think they'll win. I think they'll lose. I think they'll lose 1-0
to Huddersfield. All right, moving on. Everton versus Stoke.
Everton versus. There are people walking behind us.
Just Everton versus Stoke.
Everton Stoke.
That sounded so pedo-y, sorry.
Can you stop doing things on the podcast that we...
Mate, you can't take that out of me game. It's part of me makeup, do you know what I mean?
You wear makeup?
I'm half the player when I'm restricted.
Right.
Gotta let him go.
Hence the word restricted. Everton Stoke is next one. This is exciting.
Everton have spent a fuck ton, haven't they?
Everton have spent a lot of money, and they also have the better of Stoke, but not by much in their Premier League history. The last 4 Premier League campaigns have all started with a 2-2 draw for Everton. Do you think it could be the same at
Everton Stoke is one of those games though, isn't it? A draw.
2-2.
The only thing is, Everton have spent a fuck ton, and also players from Stoke who normally get a goal, Jonathan Walters, Arnautovic, they've lost them. So who else have they got? Like, they've got Diouf still there. Is there anyone else who's going to bang for them? Peter Crouch still play for them.
Yes, he does. And of course, he was hanging out with his family over the summer. You see that picture with the giraffes? That was quite funny, wasn't it?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, right. He took a picture with
Maybe
some
you could
giraffes
put
and
that
said,
in there.
Nothing like family time in the summer.
Yeah, he's got banter, but I don't know if he's got goals right now.
He's been involved in 10 goals against Everton in his Premier League career, 6 goals, 4 assists only.
Should we go for a 2-2 draw?
Involved in more. Yeah, let's go for a Desmond.
With Wayne Rooney and Peter Crouch rolling back the ears.
Can you imagine that? That would actually be really
Go
good.
on then,
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
Would you bet on Wayne Rooney to
score? I would,
I think
actually.
you would. And then
I am genuinely, and I'm not even just saying this, I am.
I'm also going to say a 2-2. Yeah, let's just say a 2-2. Next up,
Southampton Swansea.
now this isn't the most compelling game of the weekend, but it is. Southampton are going to be interesting without Van Dijk, their captain, and Swansea are going to be interesting because they're Swansea. Southampton.
Tell you what, that Harry's line is Norov coming in. Now look at that, Harry's. I tell you, look at that Harry's line. Anyway, sorry.
Again, another podcast reference there for you. Southampton have won 6 of their last 8 meetings with Swansea. They've got a good record against them.
I'm going to go Southampton because I think Swansea are absolutely fucked this season. And the news that they might be losing Sigurdsson to Everton just makes us more confident that that's going to get worse and worse and worse. They could be one of those teams, if they don't start well, that looks down by Christmas. They need a good start.
Wow.
I don't think they've got the heart, and I don't think people care at that club. They don't give a shit.
Tammy Abraham is obviously loaned from Chelsea. He's quite a good player. I think he's going to start for Swansea. I think it's going to be quite an exciting one.
We'll see. We'll see.
What are you saying?
I'm going to say 3-1 to Southampton.
Wow. Southampton getting their 1,000th, and this is a good one, getting their 1,000th home league win in this match.
Can we show these guys here? Because where are they? No. Are they there? Where are the guys who just popped in? Can you show them?
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. He looks like he's off to the races.
This guy looks like he's roaming. This guy looks like he's giving the other guy a tour of Jurassic Park.
Yeah, no, he really. That's what I was like watching them. Put the camera on him, and it's like. Dun, 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 dun. And he's like, yeah, we just found a mosquito in the ground, and then we just found the DNA. Boom. Have you ever seen Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
Huh? There's a reference for you. There's a podcast reference. All right.
Southampton will get their 1,000th win.
Are you going Southampton as well?
If they win this match, yeah.
Wait, what's the score?
I'm going to go 2-1 Southampton.
If someone could write all our predictions down in the comments to save us from having to do it, that'd be fucking grand.
Okay. West Brom and Bournemouth now. This one's actually quite exciting. You've got Jermaine Defoe.
Are you fucking joking me?
Come on.
This one's exciting. Nobody finds West Brom and Bournemouth exciting except West Brom and Bournemouth fans.
And even those guys are sort of doubtful.
No, actually, do you know one thing I did I wanted Newcastle to get King from Bournemouth. I think he looked really good last season. I like him.
I agree.
But we didn't show any ambition at all for that. So it's fine.
Okay.
But I like King is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Quick lad. Got some good finishing on him.
I like that. I rate that. And
I'm going to say draw. I'm just saying right now.
You're going to say draw.
1-1. West Brom 1, Bournemouth 1.
West Brom haven't won many meetings against Bournemouth, but then they've only played them 3 times. So
Quick player prediction.
They've only played them 4 times. I'm going to say Bournemouth win. Jermaine Defoe goals.
All right, I like Jermaine Defoe, to be fair to the lad, especially now that he's not a Sunderland fan. So.
Yeah. This will be the only meeting between these 2 British managers on the opening day of the Premier League season. Get fucked. Now, next up is another team that's been promoted. Brighton playing Man City.
God, that's a baptism of fire because Man City, they have so much quality.
Can I just say, I think the other 2 guys have actually started doing their own podcast as well.
Yeah, come here. How do we? Can you see them there? Yeah, you can right in the top there. Yeah.
Right, okay, ready?
They're looking at us going, kids today, man.
These guys
all got the fucking cameras.
These guys have obviously never met in the Premier League before because this is Brighton's first.
I thought you were talking about them. These have never met in the Premier League. You don't fucking say, mate.
Yeah.
Jurassic fucking world.
If anything, that is Brighton and Man City sitting over there.
I'm to be honest, I'm going Man City, but it might be one of those things where it's like start of the season. Brighton are really up for it. They're at home. Man City haven't quite got going yet. Brighton might be able to just pull off a draw or a win or an upset. But you've got to say, with the talent Man City you've got, I'm expecting like 3 goals from them at least in this game.
The last time these two met was back in
Oh, mate.
in
Nobody cares.
in Brighton's old stadium in 2008.
No, but-
And this was...
Was it?
Yeah, and it was 5-3 on penalties to Brighton after a 2-2 game.
But
in
right
the league.
now, though,
Yeah. I'm just saying, this shows how far Brighton have come.
right now, though,
They've come quite far. Right now, you're going to say baptism of fire, 7-0.
3-1.
3-1. You really think it's going to be that low?
3-1.
I'm going to say 5-1
Really, that
Yeah,
bad?
I reckon Man
I'm kind
City-
of hoping Brighton put up a little bit of a fight because I like Chris Hughton.
Interesting. Okay. There's also there's the chance with this, and this is actually quite interesting. The chance with this game to talk about the Premier League winning thing.
Your camera's not even on. I mean, it's barely on you, let alone anything.
Get fucked.
Right, it's Newcastle.
No,
it's,
no,
it's
no,
a big one. Why
no.
are you answering emails?
I'm not answering emails. All right. I'm talking about an offer that we have. Right. So, if you place a £10 bet on any team to win the Premier League in 2017-18, you have to do it before the 3 o'clock kickoffs this week. Before the kickoffs.
Did you put this in the video that we've just done as well? The Premier League prediction video.
Yeah.
Because you should really, because people would want to hear that.
Yeah, this is a really good bet.
Oh.
Place a win single of £10 or €10 plus on any team to win the Premier League in 2017-18.
Look at that line though.
And you get
The Harry's line.
and you get a fantastic €5 or €5 bet each and every time your team wins a Premier League match.
He's
in
genuinely
August.
reading that in case
Genuinely,
anyone's-
I'm reading that.
Yeah,
okay.
he's genuinely.
Right, which gives us a good chance to talk about Man City because I think Man City are a good bet, A, to win the league and also to get many wins in August.
Yeah, I mean, me and you have both picked Man City to win the league, and I'm going 3-1 on that game. On to the big match.
My tip, by the way, for that is if you think a team's got a particularly good run, you could earn yourself some sort of betting money in August by doing that. So you don't have to bet on the person you necessarily think is going to win the league. Go ahead and do it. There's a link. You can
Newcastle
do that as an
versus
existing
Spurs. Newcastle
Spurs. This is your first game back in the Premier League. How
And
do you
ironically,
feel?
well, last game in the Premier League was Newcastle Spurs as well.
And
That was the weirdest day ever
because you guys thumped them.
we were relegated, but we hammered them 5-1 because their arse had went in the Premier League title race.
Yeah.
And it was the weirdest day of football in my entire life because we'd won 5-1 against a really good team, but we were relegated. But we were happy that it seemed like we were keeping Rafa Benitez, and it was just a strange day altogether. So
Harry Kane has never scored a Premier League goal in August.
he's actually a really shit starter, and he's actually just generally crap in the summer as well.
Right.
Like for England, he tends not to do much either.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But he does have a lot of goals against newly promoted sides. He has 20 in 15 games.
He's very good against shit teams, yeah.
Yeah, and Eriksen has been involved.
He's good against most teams, to be honest.
None
Analysis.
None of the last 9 winners of the Championship have won their first match in the Premier League after promotion. They've all been draws and losses.
Newcastle are dog shit usually, so...
Okay, great. So do you think what?
But the thing is, Spurs, the mood in Spurs right now isn't a good team spirit. I feel like they don't look like they normally are. They normally seem really together. Lewis and
Danny
Walker.
Rose wants to go.
And Rose says he wants to go.
Possibly.
I think the worry for Spurs is if you either lose Ali or Kane, then the whole deck of cards can come toppling down because they've really built something around those lads.
We did say, and I think we said this at one point, if you, it's a bit like Aston Villa, you need all the players to have the faith, or you could strip your manager of all the best assets.
So I think Rafa's just aim for the game is to make it really difficult, and we're at home and we're always like, the thing is we're not...
That's Rafa's aim for the game.
No, it's aim for the game. You'd think that we would be
Sponsored
better
by
off at
Coral.
home, but actually sometimes the pressure from the fans seems to make the players buckle.
Yeah, you guys are good at that, aren't you?
Yeah, or our players are a bunch of bottle jobs, whichever way you want to look at it. Either way, there's no way you can predict the Newcastle win, but it's first game back. Spurs don't seem to have a great team spirit. I'm going to say draw. I'm going to say 1-1 because Rafa's going to try and keep it tight, and we haven't really got a lot of options going forward. So I'm going to say 1-1.
I'm going to go 2-1
2.
Newcastle.
Really?
I love how you think that then is gospel. Yeah.
I know, I'm just surprised.
I think Rafa's going to be the first manager to break that. But if he isn't, it won't surprise me.
I fucking hope he's right.
And the final game of the weekend here, the one, well, obviously there's also a Monday game, but we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah.
Is there? No, actually, there is no Monday game. Manchester United versus West Ham United, a meeting of two Uniteds.
It's really weird, this one, because I think both of them should come into the game feeling like pretty upbeat because they've both had some good signings.
Yeah.
Arnautovic and Hernandez. You got to think that Hernandez would be loving to get a goal against Man United and prove a point.
That really would be.
Yeah. But then Lukaku, I expect Lukaku to hit the ground running, and I think he's going to do really well this season. I think he's going to get 20 Premier League goals, no problem. Having Pogba, Matic, Rashford, they've got so many good players. It's at Old Trafford. I think West Ham aren't going to be easy to beat, but I think Man United are going to do it, and I'm going to say 2-1 to Man United.
Romelu Lukaku has a great record against West Ham for Everton, though. He scored in 7 straight Premier League matches for Everton against West Ham.
I expect him to score.
Wow. But then he failed to find the net.
What you reckoning?
I reckon Joe Hart will make a mistake in the first. I'm just going to use this camera. I reckon Joe Hart will make a mistake. He just looks mental. I reckon Joe Hart will make a mistake and Manchester United will win because of that mistake. It will be a 2-0 win for Manchester United.
I'm saying 2-1 to Man United.
Okay.
That is all of our predictions
now,
for this week.
That's good.
Can I wrap it up yet? Or
you can just tell them a little bit about the weekend show we're doing.
Right, the kick-off. It isn't just going to be us watching football. There's a lot more going on. Look, I put it this way.
We're not even going to be watching the
If you like us and you like what we do,
yeah,
you're going to like this shit. And we're definitely going to bring something to it that you won't be expecting. So just tune in. You're going to enjoy it. You trust me, I always put out decent stuff. I like to think anyway. And yeah, if you like this video, hit that fucking like button.
Hit the subscribe
Check
button.
all the links below. If you want to bet, great. Stay subscribed. Thanks for watching. And we'll
see you later.
Cheers.